today's video, I thought I would do a video. This is one I've done before. I will link it down below if you want to watch it back. I've watched it back and it's not good, so I'm coming to do this video again to hopefully do this one better on popular revision techniques that don't work. These apply to GCSE and A-level. I don't have uni exams, so I have no clue how you'd revise for uni exams. These tips I found a waste of time, past papers before revision. On the old spec, you could probably use a couple to see where you're at, and you'd still have past papers left. Whereas when you're on a new spec, you want to use them to practice exam technique. It will be more helpful to do them after you've done your revision to see what gaps you need to fill in and practicing exam technique and that. It might be helpful, but you won't have any you haven't done, so it's not so useful. It can be a waste of resources. I found past papers when I finished revising I found was helpful. What I sort of did is I found I would, with subjects science, I would get a revision sheet. I would check on the revision sheet to see what I know, and then I would add everything on the revision sheet to my PowerPoint so I have what I needed to know. Then I would add some extra information in that I've got from the internet. Then I would go through my revision PowerPoint, write it out and that. Then I didn't really do past papers for my science tests. I then would do past papers. For science, if I actually did my GCSEs not in 2020, I probably would have done past papers and that. So it's a thing where I would make my revision resources go over the content, then do past papers as a final polish. Next is just reading your notes or just reading the textbook. I find when I read my notes or just read the textbook, it's so passive, it just doesn't go in my brain. Literally, I do not remember anything I've revised. Nothing would go in. It's one where I would if I am just reading my notes as a last minute cram, I would annotate and that. I would go through my revision PowerPoints, add some things that I needed to add. I would then write everything out while I was going through my revision PowerPoint, so I was actively doing something than just passively going through it. Then I would do past papers for science. What I do for maths is I would watch Maths Junior, and he'd go through all of the past papers for maths for foundation and higher tier papers. I was on foundation, so I just did the foundation papers. So I would go over the question. I would start, if I didn't know, I'd copy out the answer and the workings out, so I'd know how to get to that answer. Then when I got better, I would try and do it myself. Then I would check it. If I got it right, I'd give myself a tick. If I didn't get it right, I would copy the right answer out and the workings out so I could see how I got to the right answer. Information is something you actively need to recall. I never just read my notes. You could do for English or science, you could do flashcards. History and English, you could do mind maps, quote flashcards for English, date flashcards for history. Posters you could do, but you need to actively make an effort to read them. Be active with your revision. Group study. This is not my thing. Group study, I get so distracted that I've not even tried it. Like, I've not even tried to attempt it. Like, some subjects it probably works. Like, maybe drama, obviously, if you are doing, like, a play, like, you probably do actively need to get together with everyone to, like, actively, like, go through it. But it, like, never works for me. You get distracted. You do things that are not revision. Your friends, you will get distracted. You do just want to catch up with your friends. Now, this is like wall posters. I never did this, but I have watched people that did do this. Like, there's always that thing of, yeah, I'll actively put the timeline on the wall or have a timeline above my bed. It's that thing of, it's a great technique if you read it every day. Like, if you read the post-it notes everywhere, and if you read the timeline above your bed, like, make the time to, like, stand and look at it, then it's probably great. But if you don't read it, it's not very useful. Unless you make the effort to read it, otherwise it is just a waste of time. Put them in, like, your folder. Post-it notes can work. But again, it's that thing of, like, having to actually make the effort to actually read it. To, like, go back over the information. Go back to be more specific. Make your resources key things. It's one where probably, like, flashcards are kind of better. Like, it does, like, a post-it note where you've got key things, but it's like you're actively reading them. It's one where I would do, like, go over the information, then I'd go back, be more specific, make my revision resources, consider the key things, do past papers, then go back, fill in the gaps, go back to past papers for the exam technique. Also, like, spaced repetition is better. Like, if I had, like, 8 units and I just did, like, however many in, like, chunks of time, the last 2 would be, like, fresh in my head, but 1 and 2 would be, like, not fresh in my head, because it'd be, like, however many weeks ago. Like, it's one where you kind of want to keep everything going so you don't forget things. Like, there'd be so many topics I'd find in maths, and the last topic we did was so fresh in my head, and then the topics we'd done before, I would completely just forget, like. So, like, keeping, like, spaced repetition is so important. Like, it's one where I hope this was useful. Like, take all of this with a pinch of salt. If it works for you, obviously don't stop doing it, but these are just some things I kind of find weren't so useful for me, so hopefully this was helpful and you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.